Hiya and welcome to this week's video. As promised in last week's video, which I will link up above, I am doing a Beanie Dragon medication guide on how I give her medication. Now, disclaimer, I am not a vet. Thorn is obviously under the vet. She goes back in 3 weeks time to check her stitches. The vet, she's been told that she's got a back problem, so under vet's advice she's now under medication. She will be on this list permanently for the rest of her life. But I wanted to show you some of the techniques that I use, or one of the techniques that I use to give her a medication, because as much as she has got back problems, so this is her Viv here, as much as she has got back problems, she's still pretty strong for being 11 years old, or nearly 11 years old. So I just wanted to show you what I've got. So she's currently under, she's got Loxicum. She only needs 0.1 of a mil. Yeah, 0.1 of a mil in this little syringe. And the tool I'm going to use is the dressing gown. Yes, this is my dressing gown, but this is the one that she constantly travels in when we go out and about. It smells of me to help comfort her because I've had her since she's 6 weeks old, so she is thing. So she goes in that with that cat carrier, so it constantly smells of me. So we're going to do what's called the sausage roll technique. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But first I just need to get her out, and we're going to measure the medication first. Medication that I've got, it's got one of these little plungery things. I don't know whether you can see. There you go. It's got a plungery thing on it. So I can just rub it in and draw, preferably without the air bubble. 0.1 of a mil. This medication that my vet has given me is to give her every other day, or no more than every other day, but try and spread it out through doses. So what I have been doing is doing some research into bugs and the different healing properties that they have, and I have found out that silkworms have got anti-inflammatory properties, which we are going to try on the next bug order. I'm going to order some silkworms for her in the hope that we may be able to extend the need of her medication longer, because I'd rather go down a more natural route with any of my animals than dosing up with medication constantly. And William has said that he'd rather go longer between doses. Obviously she is going to have good and bad days like anyone with a back problem is. The only problem is, as us humans, we know when we need painkillers and we can say when we need painkillers. I just have to go off her bodily cues. I generally know when she's not happy or in pain. She's less active, she's hiding, she looks hunched over, she's not laying comfortably. So I know when she needs this. So we are in need of it today. She did have some Saturday, but I've noticed the weather here has started to change again. We was having warm weather, 20 degrees, and it wasn't dropping too cold of a night time. So I was noticing that she was in less pain. But this morning I've woken up to 2 degrees and fog, and it's going to be raining for the rest of the week. So I have a funny feeling with the increased rain, as much as I've got a dehumidifier in here to try and help with the humidity, anyway, it will probably be this week that she'll have to have it every other day until the weather changes again. But let's, without further ado, get her out. Actually, before I get her out, don't forget to like my video, pop a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for weekly uploads. I am going to change the dynamic of my channel. I want to go for a more educational thing. Obviously I have only got Thorn and Aragon at the minute, but I can educate people on the guinea pigs and their care, and we'll see how we go there. Oh, and isopods, because I've got the dairy cows, but I might be getting a few more. Let's get her out. Come on. This is Thorn. She is not best pleased about the whole situation, so I'm just going to zoom out. No, that's okay, that's zoomed out as far as we go. So I'm just going to place her flat down, and then all I do is wrap her up fairly tightly, but like nothing to squeeze her. So I've just got her head poking out like this, and then all I do is take the syringe. Now this is how I do it. I gently pull her lip down, pop the syringe in. See, she's going to fight me today. Good girl. I know, I'm sorry. And then she'll just open her mouth, and I just give her a second to make sure she swallowed it. And we're done. That method is as simple as that. I'm really hoping that you saw that. Okay, I am sorry about the noise. My neighbour has decided to do some drilling. That's as simple as that. I'm now... Oh, you're going to wipe your face off. That's helpful. It's a good job we managed to get it all in today. Now, sometimes she does dribble it out the side of her mouth. And I have noticed as well, she's got a habit of holding it in her mouth. So unless I actually see her swallow, I generally stay in the room until I see her swallow, because she will open her mouth and move her tongue around. But today, as you saw, she swallowed it fall down. I'm going to give her 20 minutes and then she's going to get some floor time, because that means that I know the pain medication has kicked in. Was that a popcorn? But that's it. It was as simple as that. Now the other method is, if she's having a really bad day, I can just put it straight in her mouth without having to hold her down. But today's not too bad, but she does look in slight discomfort, which I don't want it to get to the point where she is in pain. So we're going to just pop her back, let her warm up, and then she can come out for a run around. See? Now, in the processes of actually watching, actually watching what she's been doing, I have worked out how she did her back. So let me just sort this out. So much easier now I've got a tripod. There we go. So this ledge here is what I use for her UV basking, because she does, most bearded dragons, because they can actually see UV rays, will do what's called UV basking. So she has a platform over here for her heat basking. This whole area is warm, so she can choose the different levels. She's also got what, like a more heated hide over here, and then she's got this. She can use this as a hide if she wants to. I can put another hide in there if I feel like she needs it. But here is where she UV basks. And what was happening is, rather than going across this platform and climbing down, she was jumping down, and the way she was landing, so this point of her tail was coming up over her head, and her back was curving into a C position. And within speaking to the vet, that's how she has done it, unfortunately. So I've put the sand back in. I do want to think about going completely bioactive for her. I'm just currently in the process of doing research, because obviously having a loose substrate will help soften the fall. Hello. But I also want to adapt the Viv so that she can't jump from this ledge. She will have to be forced to climb down or go around. I'm just coming up with ideas and plans before I go, yeah, that's it. But while she's quite happy looking at the camera, hello, I'm going to leave this video here. Whoops. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!